Hello, welcome to another episode of Knowell series. In this episode, we're going to discuss haunted places of India, top most haunted sites. We will discuss and then we will talk about their stories and all. First of all, I want to give you a small disclaimer for this particular podcast because this podcast can be vary for other people because they have different perspectives. So, for anything we have different perspectives, different opinions. So in this podcast we are giving our perspective, and according to our perspective we will give you some opinions on that particular topic. So let's continue this podcast. So the first location is Bhangarh Fort. It's very popular in India. If you live in India, you obviously know this place, and it's haunted in every way. I mean, it's very popular that this fort is haunted, and some terrific events are happening there in night time. Even told by people, and even you can see in photos also, that there is one board put by ASI that you can't enter at this particular site after sunset or before sunrise. So this thing very strange, right? Even government believes in this thing. So let's talk about the location first, okay? Where this fort is located, and what is the exact story of this place, and what is the background history of this place. This fort is located in Rajgarh Tehsil, Alwar Bhangarh village in Rajasthan, and it's considered as the most horror place in Rajasthan also, and even in India. So there are some spooky events happened in past which was reported by people, and even in today's time they constantly report things. The story behind it is quite complex because there are two stories very much popular about this place, and I don't know if there are many stories possible for this place. So the major two stories I will explain you and tell you in brief. So the first story was actually told by some guide or local person who lives there. So according to them, there was this beautiful princess named Ratnavati, and who was the daughter of Chhatra Singh, which of course he was the king of this particular place, Bhangarh Fort. And she was so beautiful that she was considered as jewel of Rajasthan. Ratnavati was much younger than her stepbrother Ajab Singh, and as she was liked by universe, the other side of or I will say the dark side of this particular story is that people hates Ajab Singh. They don't much like Ajab Singh as personality. So once Tantrik comes to propose this beautiful princess, and she just rejects him, and the Tantrik knows some kind of black magic and dark magic and this all. So when he gets a chance, he try to spell something on perfume which was bought by maid in shop, okay, so that Ratnavati would fall in love with him. But when Ratnavati came to know this, by I don't know the particular reason how she knew it, but when she knew it, she ordered to kill him or murder him, and before he died, he cursed the village princess and her family. The next year, a battle was fought between the forces of Bhangarh and Ajabgarh. Now, the Ajabgarh is actually the village or empire of Ajab Singh, and this led to the death of Ratnavati and most of the army. And also, it's said that most of her close family members were also killed in this particular battle. So this was first story, and there is another story which is also popular in locals and all. So in this story, there was one sadhu whose name was Guru Balunath, who was just living on the top of the hill, and this hill has Bhangarh fort at present time. So Raja Bhagwat Singh asked him, or uh, tried to convince him for permission to build this fort, and he gave the permission to build it, but he asked one condition, and he put one condition, that this fort should not be uh, cast shadow on his dwelling or his hut or whatever you say. So this condition was honored by all except Ajab Singh. And who is Ajab Singh? I told you in previous story. Okay. So this Ajab Singh has what he has done is he added columns to the fort that cast a shadow on the house of this particular sadhu, and the angry sadhu gives curse to whole fort and surrounding village, and that's why or that's where these things get wrong, and due to this curse, things just happens even in today's time, and horrific events are just reported quite often here. Now let's talk about the reality, which is told by government and some locals also. First, let's talk about the actual reality of the board, which was put there by Government of India, or also known as ASI, because ASI group does this all thing. So the basic reason of this particular board is that the Bhangarh fort is very closer to Tiger Reserve Forest area, and that's the reason why they written here that entry in the fort is not allowed after sunset till sunrise. So this was the actual reason, but people just misunderstand it, and the rumors has popularized by people. So this was the reason actually. The actual truth behind Bhangarh fort is that according to some locals, that people just came here to chill, and even in night time there is no such horrific events happened in past. This is just a rumors which was just spread by people and media too, because media plays the big role in these conditions. So that's what actually happened here, and locals are so chill about it that they can just chill in night time also, because they are local, they can go there. So I know it's restricted place, but local just hang out there in night time just to chill. So that's the thing. So there is nothing to scare about this particular place, and I am not telling you that everything else is wrong. I am just saying from my perspective, and I am telling you just my opinion. Let's talk about the second haunted place of India. The name of this place is Dumas Beach, and it's located in Surat city, southwest of Surat city, and it's around 21 kilometer from Surat particular city. In miles it's 13 miles. So this beach is very popular for its beauty. Even in daytime there are so many tourists came here just to enjoy the view of this beach. Also this beach is quite popular because of the color of sand, which is just crazy. It has black sand, and it's quite popular for that. We will came to this topic. It was told by locals that this beach was used as a burial ground for Hindus, and because of the remains of the people supposedly buried here, it's said as the result of this burying people and remaining the heirs of these people is the result of actually black sand. That results in black sand actually. And furthermore, some say that the departed soul of the evil spirits roam the beach at midnight which attribute to the formation of black sand and made it a haunted spot. During day, it's very normal beach, and it's just popular among tourists, and people just came here and chill and all. The paranormal activities which were reported by peoples and claimed by people is that many claims that there are a lot of strange noises and voices, even loud laughters actives at this beach, and people also have claimed to observing some moving orbs and unexplainable lights and all these things. Also, many tourists are known to go missing while strolling on the beach at midnight, which was claimed by locals. The reality is also claimed by locals that there is nothing to do with this beach as a haunted place. Even this place is not even close to haunted place. It's just rumors spread by media and all this thing that this beach is haunted, but actually it's not. Even the local man who told about this particular beach, because he is living here from years of now, and he told that the sand is black because of the high iron and mineral properties of sand, and that's the main reason. There's a scientific reason of this particular beach. So yes, this was our perspective, our opinion for this particular beach, that there is nothing to scare about it, or just nothing which can just explains this haunted place. So that was it. Let's move to the another place which is considered as the most haunted place of India. It's actually suicidal point of Assam, which was located in a small village named Jatinga, and this village is located in Dumas district of Assam. It has a very beautiful view, and it's very nice location to explore and get the essence of incredible India. But there is one place in Jatinga where things get messy because of this suicidal point mystery. And this suicidal point is very popular not because many people just suicides here. No. Actually, no one has committed suicide here. Birds do commit suicide here. That's the mystery. Birds come here and just falls down and dies. That's the mystery. And according to locals, there are some evil spirits who controls birds' mind and make them do this suicidal thing. And that's the reason why this place is haunted and popular for being haunted. But the actual reason behind this is very different, because the actual scientific research has been done by government of India, and results of this scientific research, the actual reason was found. The actual reason was that during the monsoon month, when there would be the fog and low visibility, the birds get hallucinated, and that's the reason why they just falls down and dies quickly. So this was the actual reason, and it's supposed to be real also, because the suiciding number of these birds are so much in September to November months, and at the specific timing in the night 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's actually gives us nice idea about it, and which sounds true also. That's the fact, and I can confidently say that this is the fact, that there is nothing horrific in this particular place, and it's not haunted at all. Let's move to next point, which is counted as the most horrific location of India. It's known as Kuldhara village, which is located in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. It's known as the most haunted village in Rajasthan also. The strange thing about this village is that in this village no one lives at present time, but in 1800s people were actually lived here. Due to the cruelty of the king for this particular place, people of this beautiful village just lived this place, and before leaving this place they just cursed this village and said that no one could ever live or breed on this land. So that's why the spooky incidents started to happen here. And according to locals, there are some spooky incident happened or reported by people that when some tourists gone there, the scratches on the car and footprints on of the children was found, and also on the particular mud has also these fingerprints. So that's crazy. I mean, that was the report which was given by people, but the actual reason was very different. The real truth of this place was actually revealed by one company which is just expert in restoring the old heritage and all. And this company is so popular that it was actually honored 8 times by UNESCO also. And the worker of this company told that they slept here for every night and they did not face any kind of problem, and they are just okay with this place. There is nothing to do with horrific events at this particular place. So that was the reality, and this was told by workers and also whole team. And now it's restoring. Actually, people are coming here for travel and they just came here to chill and all. So it's becoming tourism spot and very nice place for families to just chill out here. Let's move to the another location of this list. It's actually haunted tunnel which is located in Himachal Pradesh. This tunnel is known as Bhangarh tunnel, which was named after some British railway engineer during 19th century. So let's talk about the geometry of this tunnel. So it has a height of 512 feet, and in the length it's 1144 meters, which is the longest tunnel on the route and appears just before the Bhangarh station. Train takes about 2.5 minutes to cross the tunnel. There are so many stories about this tunnel, but I will tell you the popular one. The story behind this haunted place is that the tunnel was actually created by Colonel Bhangarh, which went through a mountain in the Kalka. This train line was actually between Kalka and Simla railway, and later it discovered that he had committed a mistake of boring the tunnel from both ends of this particular mountain, which is quite common as it speeds up construction after multiple tries by the crew who kept on boring the from both ends. Colonel also realized that due to his miscalculation, the alignment of the tunnel had gone wrong and both the ends of the tunnel could not meet. The colonel was actually very depressed already, and with the decision of the British government to fine him, he gets just more depressed and he shot himself. He shot himself near the present Bhangarh railway station, and by the time people realized of some mishappening and reached the spot where Bhangarh actually died. And that's the reason that this place is haunted. People claims that the spirit of this Bhangarh colonel actually stays here even in today's time. It just scares people and terrible events happen there. But actually, according to locals, there is no such things are happening. So some locals claims that it's just a rumors which was just spread by some people and medias also. So media generally accelerates it, and that's the reason why these things just gets worst. Even there are no such horrific thing actually happen at this particular haunted place. So this was actually haunted tunnel, and I think so far so good. We have covered some very strange haunted places, and this was the podcast about the haunted places and some view for these places. The opinion which is just different from others, and the perspective which was unique from other side. So that was it for today, and I hope you loved this podcast. If you love this podcast, you can just comment if you are listening it to the YouTube, and you can just comment what should we make a podcast next. So that was it from my side. Thank you so much for listening me, and I will meet you in next podcast. Thank you.